It is Friday, June 5th. We're trading the futures once again. Last day of the week trade. Just had a quick glance. Looks like the NASDAQ is not really trending right now. It's a little bit in like a range bound type deal. Pretty sure we made new highs actually on the NASDAQ. As for the S&Ps, looks like we're in a very, very strong uptrend, but not sure how much this can keep going considering it is so far up. But
Order filled.
Long there, putting my stop down at 68.50 there. See what happens. We're getting a pullback. I'm gonna buy the dip there. See if we can push up on the S&Ps a little bit. Market's about to open in about 30 seconds. Buy pullbacks. You could get stopped out as soon as market opens. We'll see what happens. It's a pretty tight trade here. If we lose, it's not a big deal. It's funny how we get a pullback right when we opened up the markets here. But okay, we're getting a little bit of a push. Alright, market's open. Market's open. I'm looking to add one once it breaks past this 13 EMA here.
Stop filled.
Alright, we're gonna get stopped out there. Oh my god, we're gonna push up right after we get stopped out. Can you guys believe that? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so I was looking to get in long there, but getting stopped out a little bit early there. Gonna wait for the next trend. Didn't really push up that much, to be honest. Where are the lows of day? All the way down to 31. Wow. This is a huge move up. 70 to 80 points overnight. Wow. That's just freaking crazy. Interesting. Okay. Let's wait for the next trend. I'm just trading patiently for like a setup right now. Looks like this was a good entry. Just took a while to kind of set up there. Entering in a little bit early. Decent setup on the NQ there.
Order filled.
Gonna jump in long there. Looks like it's kind of respecting the 13 EMA. Looking to get out if it breaks below the 21.
Order filled.
Taking another small loss there. NQ kind of pushing up really hard here. NQ breaking out on the outside. Yo, what's up, Desiree? Thanks for tuning in. NQ pushing up, new highs of day there on NQ. Feel like ES is gonna do the same thing. Alright, we're breaking below here on ES. I'd like to see a trend change on the ES. We're gonna wait for a trend change on the ES there. As far as the NASDAQ goes, this looks like it's gonna keep pushing up here. Looking for a trend change there on the ES. It's a good long opportunity. Should have jumped in long there, I guess. This looks like it's gonna push new highs. Just because the NASDAQ is pushing it really hard here. If I held my original position here, this would be up a lot right now. It's gotta be patient, I guess. Still be, yeah. Got stopped out a little bit early. What's going on, Desiree? How are you? Nothing much. Just been trading and yeah. Just been trading stuff. Went kayaking yesterday. It wasn't bad. This was a good entry on our part, actually. We just got stopped out early there. That was a bad entry right here. Should have waited for a further pullback. But like I said, I was waiting for a trend change, but I jumped in anyways. I mean, if we get a pullback, that'll be another good entry. That would have been 7 points already. Instead, we're down about 3 points. Let's just wait for another setup. Let's wait for a trend change. Good. Yeah. Just wait for a setup here. I don't know if the S&Ps are going to push up to new highs or not. We're in a strong uptrend. Taking 2 trades getting stopped out a little bit early there on both trades. Alright, look like the this is coming back. S&P's pulling back here. Let's see a trend change on the S&Ps. Nasdaq still pretty close to making new highs here. That was a decent pullback. Not gonna lie, could have entered in long there. But we did not enter in long. We said we were gonna wait, so we're gonna wait. Nasdaq pretty close to making newer highs here. Nasdaq pushing up newer highs. ES close to following suit. ES looks like it's barely just starting its uptrend, just kind of break out up here on the higher end of that high. Pushing up here. Damn, what a beautiful entry we could have had, but we got stopped out. Getting stopped out a little bit early there. Would be up so much right now. Past couple days too, same thing happens. We getting stopped out. Taking a loss instead of a big win like we should be. Getting stopped out a little bit early past couple days. Part of the game, I suppose. Nasdaq pretty parabolic here. A little bit disappointed that we're getting stopped out. Gotta stay neutral. Make sound decisions. Let's not jump in irrationally here. The market's going to move without us, which is fine. We're just going to wait for another opportunity. Jump in here. It's funny how the stock market keeps pumping to newer highs. Well, with everything that's happening in the world right now, pretty crazy. Just stay calm, collected, and wait for a setup here. Stay calm, collected, and wait for a setup. It's clearly still in an uptrend. We're kind of hugging around this upper band of the Keltner channel here. Any pullbacks are mild in comparison to the length that it's already gone. Looking for an opportunity to short the uptrend. Definitely looks like momentum's kind of slowed down dramatically over from the overnight session here. You can see from the overnight session popping off a lot there before like this little run up here since open hasn't been that crazy compared to that. I mean, as opposed to the Nasdaq pushing up a lot more than we're kind of seeing on the ES there. We're kind of really close to making even newer highs on the Nasdaq there, whereas the ES is kind of selling off here. Right now we're just waiting for a setup. Let's not jump in too hasty. Took 2 losses already. Alright, so we got the NASDAQ pulling back here. Got the NASDAQ pulling back. S&P's kind of pulling back to below this EMA. Below the EMA ribbons there. Getting a pullback and a bounce. NASDAQ push it up here. You can see on the left screen. Push it up to newer highs right now. ES looking like it's going to follow suit here. We're going to add 4 ads right now, actually. So it's the first one. We could add a second ad up here. First one got stopped out, so who knows. Could add the first one, could have re-entered in here, right? Another ad there, another ad there, and another ad there on these 4 pullbacks here. 3 of them would have been, probably would have entered in on the first candle there. So 3 of them would be, 2 of them would be in the money a little bit. One of them would be break even and the other one would be risking a couple handles. NASDAQ pushing up to make a couple ticks, newer high, but immediately pulling back after, dropping about 15 points there on the NASDAQ. Look for this trend to end here on the S&Ps and the NASDAQ. I suppose. Nothing much happening besides this uptrend here. Still waiting for a change in direction because we did miss. At least on the NQ we missed out. We could have gotten long here at 660 actually. And this still pumped up to 100 points over that. Still close to making new highs actually. Very frustrating trading this past couple days. Getting stopped out early on my entries and missing out on big moves. Getting stopped out on one side, missing out on a big move on the other side. The losses we are taking are very minimal though, so it's not the end of the world, but it's frustrating when things aren't working out in your favor. Getting a little bit of stalling on the NASDAQ there. Consolidation between the 60 and 70 range. Still sitting on our hands right now. Not placing another trade quite yet. Who knows, maybe something will happen by the time the trend changes. Pushing up again, newer highs. This is just ridiculous. Newer highs again on the Nasdaq there. S&P is pretty much making newer highs right now. We're touching the high point here, pushing up a couple ticks right already. Could have entered in multiple times here. Very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating here. This was a beautiful entry, actually, looking back on it, hindsight. We had a beautiful entry here, getting stopped out early. This entry could have been a lot better, but still would be in the money. Right now, seeing how things unfold right now. Getting a little bit of a pullback now on the ES. I feel like if I join now, it'll be a little bit too late. So we're just going to wait. Like I said before, we're going to wait for a trend change here. Sitting in our hands, practicing discipline, right? Interesting, the Nasdaq before was holding the 13 EMA, but right now at least it's selling off. We're getting pretty close to a trend change on the S&Ps here, not quite yet, but alright, we're getting the sell-off there. Getting the sell-off there on the alright, let's see here. Let's look for a good opportunity to short here. Let's enter in like right above that 78 area. Gonna wait patiently for the setup here. Gonna introduce an order here. Short order on the S&Ps there. I'm gonna entry order short at the 78.25 level. Oh yeah. Looks like it's going to sell off a little bit without us. Move the entry down to 78 here. Nasdaq not quite making a trend change yet, so it's not looking promising now for it to continue this uptrend because it did break that 13 EMA. It's kind of testing out the 21 right now. Gonna get a further sell off there. Cracked it at the very least. We'll see how this kind of closes on the Nasdaq. I have a resting sell order right now on the resting sell order right around that 78 level. Moving it up to 77.50 here. See if we can get a retest. Currently 10 o'clock right now. Been in the markets for about 30 minutes. Taking 2 small losses earlier. That actually would have resulted in a small win. Very small win. If it panned out. Like, if we didn't get stopped out early, it would have resulted in a small win. Wouldn't have gotten stopped out till right here. $77, gonna move our entry point down to exactly 77 here. Looking for a little bit of a rally here on the S&Ps to get in at a stop loss. That's pretty tight. Looks like it found support at around the 72 area, at least for now. Nasdaq bouncing above that 13 EMA once again. We're getting a little bit of a rally here on the ES here. Still have our resting entry at around 77 here. Yeah, this could be a small pullback in the grand scheme of things, but see what happens. We'll take the risk. We're gonna stop for the day if it ends up being a loser here. Getting pretty close to our entry point at 77 here. For it to push up a little bit more. If it misses our entry, we will be done for the day.
Order filled.
Getting an entry there at 77. Stop loss is going to be at 31.80. Now we just wait. Let's check out the average true range here so I know when to add one. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's 1.88, so we'll add one at every point. But looks like we might not even get there. We might get stopped out here.
Stop filled.
Alright, gonna take another small loss there. Ah, man. Taking another loss there. Second losing day in a row. Honestly, a little bit disappointed with how our first trade panned out here. Second trade ended up being a failure. That's fine. We followed the system there, but I mean, we also followed the system on the first trade there, but still taking a loss. This does only have a 35% win rate, like I was saying in previous streams, so we just got to take the losses and roll with them because the winners will come back and pay for them all. Doesn't help if I miss a big one though. Missed a big one on the NASDAQ there. That would have made it back for sure. Alright, so I guess we'll end the stream there. I'm not looking to place any more trades. At least at the moment. We'll come back again Monday. Hopefully there's some big trends we can catch. If not, we'll be fine. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate you coming in. Watch me trade live, even though not every day is a winner. We'll come back strong again the next day.